friends, facing our fears, laughing through the chaos and drinking some beers. So here's to the laughs, the groans and the cheers, all the awkward moments, and we're still here. Cause in the end we're just doing our thing. It's our crazy life, oh, one more thing. Oh, one more thing. Oh!
Welcome to Oh and One More Thing, a podcast where two longtime friends try to figure out what the heck is going on with this crazy thing called middle age.
It's a mix of stories of how we navigate our lives and maybe some questionable advice.
Some days we're wise, other days we're just trying to remember where the heck we left our phone.
So join us as we laugh, groan, and maybe even learn a little something about surviving in the second half of life. Oh, and one more thing.
Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome to Oh and One More Thing.
Hey, I'm Rob. What's up, guys? We are so excited to have you here today. Thanks for tuning in. Now, if you're like us, you might have found that middle age has a way of sneaking up on you.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Suddenly things aren't as easy as they used to be, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you know that old age makes us great multitaskers?
Does it?
Yeah, I can sneeze and pee at the same time.
I know. It's the pits.
It's the pits.
You wake up one morning and your body's making noises that you didn't even know were possible. And your energy is, well, let's just say it's not what it used to be. And let's not even talk about trying to juggle everything you've got to do on your plate for the day. Work, family, staying fit. What's that?
Wait, what?
And then still trying to find time to get it to enjoy life.
Right? Yeah, it's like you're in this weird limbo, like between feeling like you've got your life together, but also feeling like you're getting hit with 1,000 little things at once. But hey, that's kind of why we're here, right?
Right.
Got a whole bunch of life hacks for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, stuff that'll help you streamline your day, boost your energy, maybe. Make you feel a little smarter, and honestly, just make life a little less, well, overwhelming.
Oh my gosh! Did you hear that? Oh God!
I love that soundbite. Right. So whether you're looking for ways to be more proactive so you can squeeze in that workout at the gym, not me, or just try to be a little smarter, today's episode is all about those practical tips that can really make a difference.
Yeah, I think a new goal for you is to get you into the gym or walking or
yes.
anything.
Let's make that a goal.
Or next time we're recording, after we're done, we're gonna play some VR boxing.
No, we should do the next one while we're walking.
Oh, we should.
Oh, I'm sorry, I brought that up.
Yeah, sorry. All right, so let's be real. It's not just about surviving middle age. It's about thriving in your middle age, right?
Right.
Right, so we got plenty of tricks up our sleeves to help you feel a little smarter, more focused, and, dare I say it, a little more youthful. And I will laugh at Brian. I mean,
hey,
we'll throw in a few laughs along the way, because why not?
Why not? So grab a coffee or whatever your go-to drink is, and let's get into it. Time to make life a whole lot easier and a little more fun. Ready to life hack, my friend?
Let's hack away. All right, number one. When you go park your car, take a photo of where you park at the mall, in a parking ramp or on the street. That way, when you're ready to leave from whatever event you're at, you can quickly and easily find your car. This might make you look like a hero with your friends or date or whoever it is, and can also make you feel safe, from wandering around aimlessly.
Do you do that? Wander around aimlessly?
I haven't gotten quite to that point. I mean, unless we're sometimes you go to if you go to a sporting event or a concert and someplace you haven't been before, then yes, then I can get a little confused where we're at. But a lot of places we go to, especially around here, I've been to multiple times, so I have a general idea kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
Where we're parked.
I always do that when we're in a parking ramp. We take a picture of the level we're on.
Right.
And I never actually have to use it.
Right.
Which thankfully my memory's still there. Yeah. But always do it. Always take a picture or jot down a note. Yeah. Because especially if you're going to the airport, you come back, I don't know that I'm going to remember where my car is. I always do. Yeah. Which is great. Right. But there's that time you're like, oh, frick, is it on orange level or is it green level? Or is it purple? I don't know where it is.
Yeah, see, and most of your phones now, you can track where you park, put a pin there, but it doesn't put the level. So
you'll show me how to put a pin where I park, because
that sounds like an iPhone thing.
Sounds like I'm not surviving technology.
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever been to the doctor's office and they say, hey, what are all the medications you're taking? And you sit there and look at them like a fool because you're like, yeah, I take medications, but remember what they are.
Or you forget half of them, and been there. Mm-hmm.
So, well, life hack number 2, take a photo of the list of medications or vitamins that you're taking on a regular basis. So when it comes in handy if you have to go to the emergency room or if you go to the doctor's office, and especially if you're there with your parents and they need to know what your parents are taking, you've got a photo or a list on your phone and you can easily say what they are.
Yeah, see, I think that's a great idea for, speaking of our parents, because our parents are all starting to get to that age where there's more doctor's visits in their lives. It's just natural progression of life. And sometimes if you go with them, the doctors will kind of maybe look towards you and ask, what's going on? What are they taking? And you're like, I don't know.
And you have to remember all this stuff?
Yeah.
So I keep a list in my notes on my phone of all the meds and vitamins I take because they want to know every single time I go to the doctor,
right?
Are you still taking this? And how many milligrams you're taking? Well, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. So I pull up my phone. Here's my whole list.
Don't you look at them and say, isn't that your job?
They want to confirm that their notes are still correct.
Gotcha.
So, and I do it for my mom's medications too.
Do you in your phone, do you have the ice thing in your phone?
Ice?
You have no idea what I'm talking.
No. First of all, look at me.
Okay.
Do I know what half the things come out of your mouth are?
That's true. You're in case of emergency contact. So when you're
ice.
Out, when you're out doing your exercise for the first time in how many years, and you suddenly keel over and are laying on the side of the road with your phone in your hand because you're listening to our podcast, somebody can grab your phone and look for your ice contact.
Way to tie that back to the podcast. I really like that. That was great. Okay, then what do? They hold the phone towards my face, open my eyes up to get the phone to open.
like in every heist movie you've ever seen.
Right, exactly.
Yes. But no, seriously, do you have an ice contact in your phone?
No.
I don't either.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you don't, because now we can do it together.
Right. But that's probably not a bad idea. But then again, kind of to your point, my phone does have the face unlock too, but what if you don't have that set up? I mean, somebody can't get into your phone. What's the point?
Right.
How does that work then?
And it doesn't recognize your face if your eyes are closed.
Right.
Or so it used to be your fingerprint.
Yeah.
And now, iPhones now are different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to have to figure that out.
Mine's still fingerprint on the screen, so somebody can take my dead thumb and put it on there. But
can't be too dead because it does measure the heat level of your body.
My recently dead thumb. So we'd have been laying in the ditch.
As long as rigor mortis hasn't set in.
Exactly. All right. Number 3. So get rid of your turkey neck in photos.
What?
I know, right? Photographers recommend that you stick your neck out and tuck your chin down. So
that doesn't work.
Well, okay. So I have a side story. Let me get through this list here, but I do have a side story that does work, and I do have visual proof. So here's what the Google machine says. During the photo shoot, you want to elongate your neck. So push your chin slightly forward and down.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Okay, you're doing it, and you look like a tool. And
hey, just because I look like a tool doesn't mean I am a tool.
That's right. So put your chin forward and down, and as you're lifting your chin up, you can make your neck look and appear shorter and create a double chin. That doesn't make sense. Create a double chin. As lifting your chin up can make
reduces the appearance of a double chin. I think you should say that over because I don't think our listeners got that.
I should read all the words is what it should. Okay, so during the photo shoot, you should elongate your neck. Push your chin slightly forward and down, as lifting your chin up can make the neck appear shorter and create a double chin. See, create a double chin. That does not make sense. You don't want to create the double chin. I think Google is wrong.
Okay.
I'm going with it.
I did curate this copy, so maybe I typed it wrong.
That's okay. Number 2, tilt your head. Tilt your head slightly to one side, which can help elongate the neck and create a more flattening angle. Have a story on that, too. Good posture. Stand tall.
Oh, that's not me.
I know. I crouch all the time. Stand tall and maintain good posture to naturally elongate the neck and improve overall appearance. And turn your body, if possible. Turn your body slightly to the side, which can help create a more flattering angle and reduce the appearance of a double chin. Okay. I have a few stories on this.
Okay, good.
So my wife had to get work pictures done at a meeting she was at a couple of months ago. And they had a professional photographer, and she goes in there, and the guy says, okay, so what I want you to do is kind of stand up and then stick your gut out as far as you can, and then put your shoulders back as far as you can, and then lean your head forward. So it's like the most awkwardest looking thing.
She's feel awkward right now.
She's like, you got to be kidding me, right? So she does what he says, takes the photos, and photos come back. She sends me a copy. She's in Dallas. I'm here in Minneapolis. She sends me a picture. I'm like, honey, that is like the best work picture I've ever
beautiful.
seen.
It's a beautiful photo.
And you've seen it, right?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's amazing. I mean, she's beautiful anyway, but it's like, oh my God, like that's a work photo. What the hell happened?
If we get permission from her, we'll put it on Facebook, but if it doesn't show up,
don't blame us. But no, I mean, it's unbelievable. So, I mean, yes, she felt and looked awkward as heck, but the way he took the picture from the middle of your chest up, it looks phenomenal.
It looked really good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I mean, I read that lists. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. So
no, I've never done it.
I've never done it either, but he talked her through it and it looked great.
I just look like a schmuck in pictures.
So do I. And the tilt your head thing. So I've been accused of this my entire life. Anytime a camera comes out, I instantly go, like the whole Peanuts character, they tilt their heads back and forth. Yeah, that's me.
It's like you're going to do a selfie or something. Like you tilt your head.
Right. I see a camera, my head just tilts. I don't know why.
Well, my wife is always telling me to tilt into when you do a shot of us together.
Okay.
So typically I try to do the whole stand up straight and my head up a little bit, and she always to tilt into her so that our heads get closer together.
Oh, gotcha. So you're doing the meeting at a point head.
Yeah,
gotcha.
And it looks nice, and I don't have anything against it.
Right.
It's just not my first thought to tilt in.
Right. Yeah. I would agree. Okay.
So hack number 4, use a hanging shoe rack to store cleaning supplies inside of a pantry or a closet. So it eliminates having to crawl under the sink to find the ones you use most frequently. So I like that idea. Can you do it with Tupperware?
Interesting.
I would think so.
So not a hack I've used.
Okay, so all of our closets have these shoe racks.
Yes, they do.
In our house.
Yeah.
But they're all full of shoes.
Right.
Because,
we
live with women and they have a lot of shoes.
Yes, they do.
And like, my shoes are in the garage. But I would think that would be kind of a good idea.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
I see that. We in our kitchen we had the Tupperware kerfuffle for years, where the lids never match and things get thrown in there. People get tired of them. We bought these at Home Depot and they were really not expensive at all. Just pull out drawers. You basically go into your shelf.
Oh yeah, I want those.
Oh, they're awesome. And then they also had a little thing, like a little metal rack that holds the lids. Like you put the dividers in them and stand them up. So all your lids are on the left side. They're all standing up. And then on the right side is everything stacked.
So we did a little bit like that. We kind of cleaned out the old Tupperware pieces and all the non-matching pieces. And we bought all the glass with the snap lid tops. And now I just snap on a lid on every single container and we stack them in like size.
Okay.
So all the lid is with the container and it's already stacked nice and neatly. But the biggest problem is I have to get down to the floor to get them.
Yeah. And if you get the pull-out drawers,
then I maybe could just
a lot easier.
Slightly bend down.
Okay, so when we're done here, I'll go upstairs. I'll show you that. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, we like those.
Pull-out drawers.
Yes, pull-out drawers. Number 5, can't hear the alarm clock? Well, it's because you're old and your hearing sucks. But set your alarm on your smartphone and put it in an empty glass near your bed because that will amplify the sound.
Okay, so I've heard this hack before, but not for an alarm to wake up.
Okay.
But it's like if you are at the beach or you're at like the cabin or you're on the boat or something like that, to put it in a cup to play your music and it makes a little pseudo speaker.
Oh, sure. I can see that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've done that before at home if we didn't have a speaker near us or anything like that. But I've never done it for the alarm.
Yeah, I personally don't have much of an alarm problem. Well, a couple things. I think we discussed this in an earlier episode. I'm a little bit of a light sleeper. I sleep with white noise now.
Yeah, I don't know how you can sleep with white noise.
I used to be the same way. I'm telling you, I just once you get used to it, it's like you can't sleep without it.
See, the ringing in my ears is already my white noise.
I understand that, but if you can maybe get a different noise that's not ringing, maybe more of a dull drawl, like instead of the high pitched ringing.
What's that? Oh, that yoga.
But the alarm has never been an issue for me. But I also wear my watch to sleep.
You do?
I do because it tracks my sleep, which I like that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, because remember I was going to get the Aura ring.
The Aura ring, right?
Yeah.
But so when my alarm on my phone goes off, my watch will also vibrate. So I have backup. And then after like 30 seconds, both my phone and my watch start making noises. So the vibration of my watch doesn't wake me up.
If it thinks you're dead.
It thinks I'm dead. Then I hear my phone is also making noise and my watch is making noise. So it's coming from all angles. So
so you sleep to the point where that has to wake you up.
No, honestly, 9 times out of 10, I'm awake 5 minutes before my alarm because my internal
that's what I was going to say.
Is just wacky.
That's what I was going to say because at our age, we're so used to getting up.
Yes.
And I get up at 6:15 every day.
That's so late.
Oh, I thought that was early.
5:25.
Well, you have to drive.
I have to drive.
Yeah, I walk. So I get up at 6:15, and every single day, I don't know why I even set the alarm. 6:10.
Yeah. Never fails.
Never fails.
And the worst part is, even on the weekends.
Even on the weekends.
Oh, it's horrible. We're going to sleep in tomorrow. We're up till midnight. We're going to sleep in. And
sleeping in is 6:30.
Oh,
maybe
right?
6:45.
Yeah.
But no, not after that. So yeah, I don't know. And I'm also, like you said, a light sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
So my alarm clock is set to be on the quietest setting.
Okay.
And it starts to play a little music, and I hear the very first note. I get up, I turn it off,
right,
and I sit up.
Yeah.
I've never used the snooze.
Never.
I just don't understand the point of the snooze.
Oh, don't even get me started on the snooze. Oh my gosh.
Do you use the snooze?
I do not. The person I share a bed with does use the snooze.
Oh. Rob's wife.
Yes. Which is fine. I mean, she only snoozes once, then she gets up. It's fine. But the people who are constant snoozers, I don't know how you do it. Just get out of bed.
Just get up.
Just get up, man.
Or set your alarm for later.
Yes. Yes.
Because that waking up period that you're just so groggy.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how you can, that's not restful.
Yeah. No.
You know, I don't know what that's doing for you.
Yeah. As we're recording this, we have sports are on in the background.
Yeah, hockey's playing right now, and I catch myself looking at it, and I'm watching you look at it too.
I was looking at the score, but the Wild are in the playoffs. The Wolves just beat the Lakers last night in the round 2.
I keep looking over at the TV,
but all these games are on, and our time they're on 8:30, 9 o'clock start. So it means they're not over till 11:30, midnight, and I have to get up at 5:30. So I usually can stay up through halftime or for the first or second period. Then I go upstairs, brush my teeth, get into bed, and I'll turn it on in the bedroom and start watching there. And I usually just eventually fall asleep because I can't stay up that late. But even last night, the Wolves were on. The game was over. I think the end of the third quarter, I fell asleep. It was probably 11:20. And I couldn't keep my eyes open, turn the TV off, I go to sleep. So I got, 6 hours of sleep?
Yeah.
Still up at 5:20 before my alarm goes off.
Okay, way to bring that back. I'm glad you brought that back to waking up. Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Over the weekend, neighbors came over. We had a campfire and got to bed at midnight. Mm-hmm. Freaking next day, Sunday morning, 6 o'clock, I'm awake.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I was a walking zombie the whole day and I was super tired and I took a 3-hour nap. Mm-hmm. But yeah, still can't break that habit of sleeping in.
But in retrospect too, I don't think I missed my 20s where I would sleep for 12 hours.
I didn't do it then either.
I did a little bit.
No, I didn't do it then.
I did.
I don't know what it is. Maybe my parents instilled in me the need to get up and work.
Possibly. It's very possible. Hey, this is Rob. I wanted to take a moment to talk about Spring Green. I've been using them since 2007. They provide fertilizer, weed control, lawn insect control, and core aeration services for my lawn. They also spray for mosquitoes, which is huge in Minnesota, and new later this year, liquid aerations and home pest control. They're a locally owned and operated company, super easy to get a hold of and work with. They'll give you the attention and service that you deserve. Visit their website at spring-green.com for a price quote specific to your property and to sign up for service. You can even register for autopay or prepay to save a little bit of cash right there on the website, or shoot them a message with any questions. That's spring-green.com, spring-green.com.
Okay, we're back with hack number 6. When a friend wants to borrow a tool, a book, or something like that, snap a photo of them holding it. So in the future, you remember who has it.
Awkward.
I know, right? It sounds like it's a good idea, but I mean, I can see it being used for blackmail.
Oh, totally.
But you could do the same thing in like a digital notebook and keep it on your phone, just so you have a memory of where it went.
That I get. The photo's a little sketchy.
I know it'd be weird, right? While you hold that, let me take a picture because I don't trust that you're going to give that back to me because you know why?
Yeah.
You're untrustworthy.
Yeah, you're sketchy. So
that's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
and
No, I've never done that.
I've never done that either. And there's lots of take photos in this list. I mean, I'd like to see your photo album in your phone.
Do you want to see that? Okay,
I don't know.
This is my photo album. Okay, so I'm the guy who does not keep photos on their phone.
Oh, okay.
So my wife and my daughters have thousands of photos on their phone.
And you back up to the cloud now.
And I back up to the cloud and I take them off my phone.
Okay.
So I have on any given day about 80 to 90 photos. That's it.
Okay.
And so I get rid of everything. It goes up to Google.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want that photo or remember whatever that was, I will go up to Google, get it, download it.
Right.
And there it is.
Yeah.
But lately, as I'm on, my nose is in the phone and I'm on Facebook all the time and all these little funny sayings that pop up. Mm-hmm. Well, I take little screen grabs of them and that's what my photos are littered with, these little funny things. Because if you're reading one and you're like, it starts out kind of calm and funny, but it makes me laugh at the end, like unexpected laugh, I totally got to copy that.
Yeah.
And someday they're going to show up in this podcast because that's I'm like I got to talk about that in the future.
Right.
But I'm waiting for a nice archive of them.
I like that. So our photos, all the photos we take, they go into our, we can back them up in our archive and everything. But we all have a couple photo displays through our house, the Google Home displays that are around, and actually even on our TVs because we have Google TVs.
Yeah, so they come up on your TV.
So
then?
photo albums come up on our TVs and our displays. So that's kind of it's all tied to my account and my phone. So I have to kind of be a little more. I don't have to, but I choose to be a little more diligent about what's in our photo albums, and I will get rid of a lot of duplicates and I'll kind of file things or just delete or whatever, just to kind of keep it a little bit under control. Everything automatically backs up.
Yeah.
So I don't worry about the storage part about it on my phone, but it timestamps it for you. So like I can go back in the archives by date and I can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's cool is I can search by face, I can search by whatever topic or place you're at. And it's really easy to pull that stuff up at least. So that makes it very user friendly.
And so like I just pulled up my photos right now. Oh, I just hit my microphone with my phone. I just pulled up my photos and the type of things are on here are memories that I want to keep fresh.
Yeah.
So it's like my daughter's wedding, my dog, Gus, who is no longer with us. So then there's just some pictures of times I was in different states or countries. There's a picture of the Pope who just passed away.
Oh, interesting.
Because we saw him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't shake his hand, but we got to see him. So yeah, there's just some fun things like that. But then, like I told you, all of these little funny sayings, they're all over all over.
I've been taking a lot of pictures.
Did you see this one?
I did see that one. Yes, he's showing a picture of me right now in cartoon style. So
that's my latest fad.
Yes.
Is to take a picture and run it through AI and make a cartoon out of it.
Yes, it's very cute.
I like it.
Yeah, it's very good. I have a lot of pictures right now of our house.
Oh, yeah, because there is a remodel going on.
There's a remodel going on, which is nearly complete. And shortly, in a few short weeks, we'll have a lovely conversation with our contractor, Jeff. He'll be our very first podcast guest. Super excited about it.
I am looking forward to that.
I'm very forward to it. So Jeff will take us some insight on the ins and outs of contracting and home remodeling. So
okay,
look forward to that. All right, next tip. Mark the side of your water bottle by hours so that you can keep track of what you've had to drink throughout the day.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, a couple of reasons you do this. It promotes accountability, helps you track your progress, and helps you stay on track with your hydration goals, if you have any, which you should. Helps you build a routine, and it kind of also tracks your progress, which is motivating and satisfying, and encourages mindful hydration.
Okay, good idea.
Do you do that?
I don't do it.
You don't do that?
Because you see here, I'm holding up my Stanley.
I also have a Stanley.
I'm not going to mark up my Stanley.
I am not as well.
But I do try to at least drink one or two of them a day.
Agree. And that's really all I drink now is water. I rarely drink.
It depends. Usually it's always water.
Yeah.
But occasionally, if like I'm really a sweet craving, and I'm sitting there in front of my computer, and I'm like, I'll have a soda.
Okay.
But just for the sugar, that's it.
Yeah. I have really limited myself to just like a soda. A fountain soda.
Oh, you like a fountain soda?
Yeah. So really, if you go look at our fridge right now, I think there's maybe 3 bottles of pop. That's it. Everything else is water or Not water.
Oh, the not water canisters.
Not water canisters.
No, I pretty much only drink Sprite.
Yeah. No, they just fountain pop. That's my vibe.
And you like colas?
I like yes, I like I like a zero sugar Pepsi, zero sugar Coke. My favorite is the Coke machine.
Okay.
With all the little flavorly things.
Okay.
Getting the zero sugar lemonade with the strawberry flavor stuff.
Oh, the syrup?
Syrup, thank you. So strawberry lemonade.
Is your mind going?
See, I'm already drooling thinking about it, so yes.
No, I don't drink any of that anymore. I used to, but I just don't like cola. It just don't like the flavor. Yeah. None of it.
I can see that.
And so I just, because I drink Sprite with my alcohol, and so then I just drink Sprite alone.
There you go. Makes sense.
I like Sprite. Number 8. Use your thumb to tell if the steak is cooked to the right temperature. Have you ever done that?
No.
So here's what you do, and I do this. So this is it's really cool. So you bring your index finger and your thumb, do it with me, together, and then you touch the fleshy part of right below your thumm. Okay.
Gotcha. Yep.
That with your first finger and your thumb is rare.
Okay.
Okay. Do you feel that how easy it is to push that? That's rare. When you push the steak on the grill, that's rare.
Rare. Okay.
When you touch your middle finger to your thumb, that's medium. No, you got to touch them. You got to touch them. Then that's medium.
So you have to make the OK symbol.
Yeah.
And then touch under your thumb.
Under your thumb.
On your palm.
And the pressure you feel on your hand, that's what the feel you should feel on your steak to get the different temperatures.
Okay.
And if you touch your pinky finger to your thumb, that's well done.
Interesting. I did not know that.
And I learned that from a chef.
Okay.
And that's how I test my meat on the grill. And when I pressure test it and I push on the meat, and I can tell by how flexible it is what level of doneness it is.
Okay, so 2 questions.
Okay.
Do you not burn your finger all the time?
Now, I'm using the tongs because I figured out by doing it enough that the pressure on the tongs, I can tell is the pressure on.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd burn my finger.
Yeah, and because that was my second question is I'm not eating your meat that you touched.
Well, no. Don't you have... Okay. Stop touching my meat. Okay. Don't you have cooking gloves?
Yes.
Yeah, I wear the cooking gloves, and then you can touch for a short time. You can touch it.
Okay, third side question.
Okay, I like these.
Why wouldn't you just use a meat thermometer?
Yes, you could. You can. I do. All of the above.
Okay.
Typically, it's in the house, and I don't want to run in the house and get it.
Okay, so sheer laziness is your answer.
Why I don't have another thermometer outside by my grill?
Yeah.
Great idea, but I don't have it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I came across this hack. I'm like, hey, I do that all the time. So I had to.
It makes sense. It's a quick and easy way to do it without
tell our broader audience that hack actually works.
Yeah, I like it. I'm with it. So have you, running back and forth to get your thermometer in the house, have you ever slipped on the rug when you're running through the house to grab your thermometer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So a good hack for that is to use double-sided tape, 2-sided tape on the rugs to keep them in place.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. We also do something else. In fact, we just bought a rug and you can buy the little like waffle.
Yeah, it's come in rubbery stuff.
Yeah,
right.
rubbery stuff. That works just as well too. But if you have a hardwood floor, you definitely need to put something underneath, either tape or the waffle stuff.
Yeah. So my wife bought a new rug for the bathroom, and it's wool. I mean, it's really high quality. It's a nice rug. But before we had the pad under it, you'd walk in and you almost flipped. It would slide across the whole bathroom if you caught it the wrong way.
So it wasn't like a bathroom rug.
No, not made directly for the bathroom. It's just a nice quality rug,
right?
And we bought it in the size to fit the bathroom.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so then she bought a padded gripper pad, and it works great. Doesn't move at all, except for how you walk on something and it just over time slightly keeps adjusting. So pretty soon it'll be like an inch off the pad, and then dang it, I gotta fit that stupid thing out there.
Right. Yeah.
Or, my wife makes sourdough bread. Right. That's the big hobby right now, and it's amazing. It's delicious. I love it. But when you're sprinkling flour, and you get a little bit on the floor and you don't know it.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I've almost bit it numerous times where you slide across the floor on one foot.
Right. Come running in to grab your meat thermometer and...
Right. Yeah, I'm running in to grab the meat thermometer. No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I'm running to get a slice of bread.
Exactly.
So do your feet make your shoes a little bit stinky?
No, I smell like flowers.
You do smell like flowers. Bad flowers. But life hack number 10, try sticking dry tea bags in your shoes overnight to reduce the smell.
What? How does that work?
Okay, so I have not done this yet.
Okay.
But what they say is the tea bags can absorb odors from shoes by absorbing the moisture and fighting the bacteria, leaving behind a pleasant, earthy scent.
Oh, so the granola hippie people would love this.
I like granola. I'm kind of hippie.
A little bit.
So you simply just place the unused tea bags inside your shoes overnight, and the moisture is sucked up into them. Apparently reduces the odor.
Okay.
Now, I haven't tried it yet,
Right.
but I think that sounds really good.
Yes, on paper it sounds great.
Okay, so I will try it,
Okay.
and then I'll report back.
I want to report back.
But no, I really want to give it a shot.
You know what else helps to eliminate stinky feet in your shoes?
What?
Wear socks.
I do.
No, I know you do, but that's going back to pet peeves a little bit. The trend now, and I'm saying by trend by what I watch on TV, and clearly it's the shows I'm choosing to watch. Why do all the guys wear like leather loafers and no socks?
Well, they do have the no-show socks on.
I understand. Well, not always.
No,
I
don't like them.
If you're watching certain shows, and sometimes I take their shoes off, and there's no-show socks.
Yeah, definitely wear
just,
socks.
That's just gross to me.
So is it weird? Okay, so I grew up, my dad always wore cowboy boots. Mm-hmm. Always.
Yeah.
And he always wore dark socks under them.
Okay.
And his feet would stink. I mean, it would fill up the kitchen. It would be so bad, right? So then, as an adult, and I always wore white socks. Mm-hmm. And when I would wear dark socks, my feet would stink. And I'm like, okay, is there a correlation to dark socks and stinky feet?
I wonder.
So I don't know if that's true or not. It's just been my experience.
Somebody should research that and let us know.
I'm kind of digging research.
Yeah. I'm curious now.
But I'll forget when I walk out of here today.
That's why I'm asking somebody should research it and email us at onmorethinkpod@gmail.com and let us know, because I am very curious.
Okay. So, when you're in the shower and there's that sliver of bar soap left that you can't wash your feet with, where you're supposed to wash your feet in the shower.
Yeah.
But what do you do with that sliver of soap? You just throw it away, wash it on the drain. Sure. Here's a hack. Mm-hmm. You take that sliver of soap and you press it against the new bar of soap. Okay. And it glues itself together, and then you never have to throw it away because you use it up.
Makes sense.
I do this all the time.
You do? Mm-hmm.
So I squeeze it. It works great with Irish Spring.
Okay.
FYI, it doesn't work with Dove soap. There's too much lotion in Dove soap.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, you squeeze it together, and then by the time you get in the shower the next day, assuming you do shower every day,
sure,
it's stuck together.
Makes sense. See, I use liquid soap. Let me rephrase that. I'm at a point in my life where the hair on the top of my head doesn't really exist so much anymore. So I've now progressed on. I've progressed on to the 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. There's not much hair up there to worry about anymore.
So you just spend it on your beard.
Pretty much. That's
and the hair on your back.
And the hair on my... Hey. But yes. Oh, goodness.
No, so yeah, I do that all the time.
Okay, makes sense.
But then I do have, as you've maybe seen, beautiful hair.
It is a gorgeous gray mane of hair. Yes, I would agree. All right, last one. Ready?
Yes.
In a rental car or in your own car, look for the little icon for the gas pump.
Yes.
Yes. So the direction the gas handle is pointing is the side of where to put your gas in, which is on some cars. And others have a little triangle, which is pointing in the direction where you should put your gas in. You knew that, right?
Okay, so all growing up, my teen years, in my 20s, probably even in my 30s and 40s, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. It's pretty recent that I learned that, hey, there's an arrow that points to where my gas can is, or cap.
Gas tank.
Door.
Filler upper door. Yeah.
And also when the handle of the gas pump is out it's pointing that direction. I was like, that is good information.
That's genius, right?
They probably told us when I was 16, but then what the hell was I paying attention to?
Or, it's probably in the one thing that nobody ever looks at when they're going to get a vehicle. The manual.
Why would you look at the manual unless something went wrong? Why is that light on? Let's look in the manual.
What is that thick book in the glove box? I don't know.
It's always been there.
Yeah. I have one from a previous podcast, though.
What is it?
Passwords.
What about passwords?
Well, did you listen to the previous podcast? But I will tell you again because it's such a genius hack.
Wait. I was there when we recorded it.
You were.
I do remember you talking about passwords.
So in case you didn't listen to it, well, A, go back and listen to it. But B, really quickly, what it is I have the same base password for everything.
Oh, that's right. Now, let me think. Just the other day, you said to me, I got to get into this. What is my password? And I said,
I did.
Isn't it the same password you always have? You just change the number. And you said,
yes.
But I don't know what number I'm on.
Because where was I trying? I was trying to get into something.
Insurance.
The bank, the insurance. Because they change their flipping password like every 60 days or 30 days, whatever the heck it is. And
that's safety.
It's safety, my butt. You can't keep up because why do I need to change a password all the time? Anyway, tangent. Moving on.
Okay. So I think that's it for now.
Okay.
Unless I do have one more. It's not really a life hack. It's more of a public service announcement.
I'm in.
So when I was reading through the bunch of life hacks and came across this, I was like, hell, everybody needs to know what kind of whiskey to drink and when to drink it.
Oh,
right?
Of course.
Right.
Yes.
So I thought I could take some time and we'll talk about whiskey and bourbon.
I like it.
So if you're just trying to, get a buzz on, get wasted, with shots, go on a bender, whatever it might be, hey, whiskey's great. Just take it, shoot it, drink it.
Sure.
I like whiskey with the mixed drinks. Mm-hmm. But if you're like me and you want to really savor the flavor, I go to bourbon.
Okay. Why?
Well, bourbon to me is a little sweeter. And it's because it's made with the amount of corn mash in there when it's distilled.
Okay.
And see, that's regulated by bourbon.
The powers that be.
Powers that be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where whiskey doesn't follow the same regulations. And so a lot of the flavor then after the distilling process comes from the barrel. Mm-hmm. And the color comes from the barrel. And the barrel has to be charred oak barrels, brand new charred oak barrels.
Okay.
And that's under regulation as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you like the sweeter bourbons like I do, then I look for bourbons that are finished in barrels that held sherry or port or some kind of a wine. And then that influences the flavor of the bourbon, and it makes it a little fruitier.
Okay. So between the whiskey and the bourbon, though, they're the same family, correct?
Yes. See, all bourbons are whiskey, but not all whiskeys are bourbons.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
Because there's a lot of rules that the bourbon manufacturers have to follow, and they're not the same in the whiskey world.
Okay.
And it used to be that bourbons were always made in Kentucky in a specific county. I think it was Bourbon County.
Yeah.
But that's been loosened, and they can be made anywhere in the United States.
Okay.
Because you can't have a bourbon from Scotland. Because why? That's Scotch whiskey.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you do like that, and you like your bourbons or your drinks a little bit more spicy, then go for the rye. The rye whiskeys or the rye bourbons.
Okay.
If you like Scotch, which I also like Scotch, but you got to be careful in Scotch because there's different flavor profiles. You got the lowlands of Scotland and you got the highlands of Scotland. And so if you are drinking a whiskey from the lowlands, it's going to be definitely more smoky flavored, more spicy flavors because they use the peat moss.
Oh, okay.
And in the highlands, they don't have that there.
Right.
And so those Scotches taste a lot more like bourbons.
Okay.
And that's what I like. I like them to be on the sweeter side for sipping.
I like that. Yeah, I do know. So usually when we get together, you usually have something in bourbon.
The bourbon family.
In a rocks glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, that's all I really have.
Okay.
I'll stop now.
All right. But hey, there is one more thing. Focus on the small wins.
Oh, the small wins?
Yes. Utilize simple life hacks. Concentrate on making small incremental improvements every day rather than huge overhauls, it can really make a difference.
Well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And be sure to follow us on the socials, mainly Facebook and Instagram at and One More Thing Pod.
And drop us a line at onemorethingpod@gmail.com.
See you next time.
Bye. Hey, did you ever return that book I lent you?
What book?